Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm Colleen and this is Our Blessed Life, and today I'm doing a first semester update.
Changes every heart, and any heart can change you.
So I have two children. One is Katie, she's in 10th grade, and the other one is Sophie, who's in 1st grade. Sophie is a special needs student and things have not gone as well. It's been a harder year for Sophie. We really have struggled to get the right curriculum for her. And with her special needs, a lot of times we will kind of make progress and then we'll just get to a point where we hit a brick wall. And this happened last year. I had to make several changes in curriculum last year. This year I've also had to change a good many things to kind of help. So I'll just kind of go through with you what we were using, what we've moved to. I'll link up top what I had mentioned that we were going to use in our 1st grade curriculum overview video that I did earlier this year. So for language arts, I'll tell you what we have not changed. We've been using Explode the Code Level 1, and we've also been using The Good and the Beautiful Handwriting Level 1. And she has made it about halfway through both of those books. They're both going well, and we have not changed that. So that was a win for us this year. We haven't had to do any changes there. So we were using The Good and the Beautiful Level K, which in my opinion moves pretty fast. And she had completed, the previous year, she had completed the Good and the Beautiful Level K primer, and that worked well for her. In the beginning of the Good and the Beautiful Level K also worked pretty well, but we just kind of got to a certain point where she just wasn't able to move as fast as the book was moving. So at that point I decided to try Foundations Phonics with her, which kind of has slowed her down. She's retaining more, and I feel like this is going really well. This is from Master Books. I'll put a link to a video up top where I kind of do a lesson with her and talk a little bit more about that change. But this is going well. I'm hopeful that maybe we can stick with Master Books for next year and hopefully continue to make progress. But with Sophie, I just really never know, how it's going to go. And I do feel like I have to do a lot more tweaking than I ever had to do with Katie. And I do feel like that's important with special needs children, that you do continue to modify as necessary just to help them get over the hurdles that they're going to inevitably encounter with school. So with math, we were also using The Good and the Beautiful Level 1, and it became too fast for her as well. She did really well with The Good and the Beautiful Level K math last year, but Level 1 started moving faster than she was able to move. So when we moved to Foundations Phonics, I also moved her to Math Lessons for a Living Education Level 1. And we did not repeat the whole book. We didn't start back at the beginning, but we started pretty close to the beginning. So I'm not sure if she's going to finish this book this year or not, but this is going really, really well so far, and I'm hopeful that this will end up being a good fit for her. So right now, my plan is to stick with Math Lessons for a Living Education for Sophie for next year. So hopefully we'll continue through the year with this being a good fit. So Sophie's been doing this little science reader, Discovering God's World by Abeka. And this is a sweet little book, and she's done really, really well with it. She's able to follow it really well. It's written on a 1st grade level, and it's perfect. But she seems to enjoy science, and this is a really small book. I mean, we're really almost done with this book. I did add Adventures in Creation Level 1. Now, we're moving a little bit more slowly through this, and I doubt we'll finish it this year. But this is their Level 1, and I think this is for 1st through 3rd grade, or kindergarten through 3rd grade, somewhere around there. And she is loving this book. Like, she really, if I say, what do you want to do first? She always says science. So she really, really loves this book. So I'm glad I added this for her because it's just something she really, really enjoys. So for history, she's sitting in on The Good and the Beautiful. She's not understanding all of it. She's understanding a lot more than I thought she would. But at the beginning of the year, I added the Abeka, My America, My World, just because I wanted her to have something that I felt like was a little bit more on grade level for her. This is a 1st grade level book, and she loves this. This is going really, really well. She's actually almost done with it. There's just not a lot left. And I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with Abeka next year or if I'm going to go to Master Books for that, but this has definitely been a win so far this year. And then finally for Bible, we are using More Than Words. This is I believe it's 1st grade through 3rd grade. This is a little bit, it has a lot of writing in there, and that's a little bit hard for Sophie. So we're kind of taking it a little bit slowly. We're definitely not halfway through the book. I don't think we're going to finish this book this year, but I'm okay with that, moving at a slower pace with Sophie. And also with using Masterbooks curriculum, really she's getting Bible in pretty much every other subject that she's doing. If I would have known that we were going to be using Foundations Phonics and like the Adventures in Creation, I probably never would have even added a separate Bible class for her. So I kind of feel like, although I do like this book and I think it's really a beautiful book and very well done, I think I probably could just take this off, and I think she's definitely getting enough Bible for her level. And she does enjoy the Bible stories and that sort of thing. This goes in a little bit more into like character study and habits and things like that, memorizing scripture, things that are a little bit harder for her to do. So I'm considering putting this on hold or just continuing to move very slowly through it for maybe a 2 or 3 year period. So I'm still kind of debating on that one. Our morning time has been going really well. I've had both girls in there, and we've been doing, primarily that's when we do our history, when we do our read alouds for the good and the beautiful, and I usually will have some sort of history related read aloud going on at the same time. And sometimes we'll watch like a YouTube video or something like that relates, and so that's been going really well. We've been doing our devotions in the evening, and I will link a video up top where I go over the devotions that we've been using this year. But so far, I feel like our school year has gone really, really well, even though that we've had to make the changes for Sophie. But Sophie does continue to make progress, so I'm pretty encouraged by this year. So I hope you are also having a great first semester. I hope things are going really well for your school year. I'd love to hear in the comments below how things are going for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
And everything will change in time.